I think the public can do extremely well in the stock market on their own. I think the fact that institutions dominate the market today is a positive for small investors. These institutions push stocks on unusual lows, they push them on unusual highs. For someone that can sit back and have their own opinion, know something about an industry, this is a positive.
Today's video, we're going to talk about one of my favorite investors, the greatest of all time, in my opinion. And I think you could do a lot worse than listen to this guy's wisdom. His name is Peter Lynch, arguably one of the best, if not the best, investor of all time. When he was working for a fund manager, he got 29.2% average annual return. And for anyone to the channel will know that I keep saying if you're doing more than 10%, you're doing extremely well. 2020 and 2021 were not normal circumstances, unprecedented times, and the rises that we've seen is not normal. I've been on the channel talking about corrections and what to do and uncertainty, and just to try and always prepare for the normality that is likely to come back soon. There's every possibility that we could very much go sideways, down. It could be a rough time going forward. So I thought I'd start sharing some wisdom from great investors out there. These are some of my favorite Peter Lynch quotes, and they're aimed at beginner tips, things that you should always remember when you are investing.
The single most important thing to me in the stock market for anyone is to know what you own. I'm amazed how many people own stocks. They would not be able to tell you why they own it. They couldn't say in a minute or less why they own it. Actually, if you really press them down, they'd say the reason I own this is the sucker's going up. But you should study history, and history is the important thing you learn from. What you learn from history is the market goes down. It goes down a lot. The math is simple. There's been 93 years a century. This is easy to do. The market's had 50 declines of 10% or more. So 50 declines in 93 years. About once every 2 years, the market falls 10%. We call that a correction. That means, that's a euphemism for losing a lot of money rapidly, but we call it a correction. And so 50 declines in 93 years, about once every 2 years, the market falls 10%. Of those 50 declines, 15 have been 25% or more. That's known as a bear market. We've had 15 declines in 93 years. So every 6 years, the market's going to have a 25% decline. That's all you need to know. You need to know the market's going to go down sometime. If you're not ready for that, you shouldn't own stocks. And it's good when it happens. If you like a stock at 14 and it goes to 6, that's great. You understand the company, you look at the balance sheet and they're doing fine, and you're hoping to get to 22 with it. 14 to 22 is terrific. 6 to 22 is exceptional. So you take advantage of these declines. They're going to happen. No one knows when they're going to happen. It would be people tell you about it after the fact that they predicted it, but they predicted it 53 times. And so you can take advantage of the volatility in the market if you understand what you own. Is that you have plenty of time. People are in an unbelievable rush to buy a stock. I'll give you an example of a well-known company. Walmart went public in October of 1970. 1970 went public. Already had a great record. It had 15 years performance, great balance sheet. You could have waited 10 years saying you're a very conservative investor, you're not sure this Walmart can make it. You want to check, you see them operate in small towns, you're afraid they can only make it in 7 or 8 states, you want to wait till they go to more states. You keep waiting. You could have bought Walmart 10 years after they went public and made 35 times your money. If you bought it when they went public, you would have made 500 times your money, but you could have waited 10 years after Walmart went public and made over 30 times your money. You could wait 3 years after Microsoft went public and made 10 times your money. Now, if you knew something about software, I know nothing about software. If you knew something about software, you would have said, these guys have it. I don't care who's going to win, Compaq, IBM. I don't know who's going to win Japanese computers. I know Microsoft, MS-DOS is the right thing. You could have bought Microsoft. Again, I'm repeating myself. Stocks are not a lottery ticket. There's a company behind every stock. And you can just watch it. You have plenty of time. People are in an amazing rush to purchase a security. They're out of breath when they call up. You don't need to do this. It's you need an edge to make money too. People have incredible edges and they throw them away. I'll give you a quick example of SmithKline. This was a stock that had Tagamet. Now you didn't have to buy SmithKline when Tagamet was doing clinical trials. You didn't have to buy SmithKline when Tagamet was talked about in the New England Journal of Medicine or the British version, Lancet. You could have bought SmithKline when Tagamet first came out, a year after it came out. Let's say your spouse, your mother, your father, you were a nurse, you were a druggist, you're writing all these prescriptions. Tagamet was doing an amazing job of curing ulcers, And it was a wonderful pill for the company because if you just stopped taking it, the ulcer came back. See, it would have been a crummy product if you took it for $1 and it went away. But it was a great product for the company. But you could have bought it 2 years after the product was on the market and made 5 or 6 times your money. I mean, all the druggists, all the nurses, all the people, millions of people saw this product. And they're out buying oil companies, or drilling rigs, It happens.
So that's the video. Peter Lynch, what a guy. Nothing more needs to be said. Do your own research into this guy. He has done it all, trust me. I'll keep these types of videos coming. If you do like them, please like and subscribe to the channel, help me grow it. I think you should always try to improve yourself by watching these types of videos, by learning from people that are the best in this space if you want to continue your investing journey. Down in the description below, you'll find links to some of the books that I would recommend, especially aimed at more for beginners. So please check them out. And until next time, enjoy the rest of your day. Peace.
Yeah. Coincidence. Yeah. Coincidence. Yeah. Coincidence. Something that happens by chance, I think not.